Omolara's wedding was the talk of the town. She had married her childhood sweetheart Tunde in a beautiful traditional ceremony, surrounded by friends and family. But just 3 months later, Omolara's world came crashing down. Tunde, who had always been kind and loving, suddenly changed. He became distant and cold, spending most of his days away from home. Omolara tried to brush it off as stress from work, but deep down, she knew something was wrong. One fateful day, Omolara discovered a text message on Tunde's phone that shattered her heart. She was in love, he was in love with another woman, a beautiful city girl who they just impregnated. Omolara felt like her whole world has been turned upside down. She tried to comfort Tunde, but he denied everything, leaving her feeling confused and alone. Omolara's heart grew heavier. She realized that she had made a mistake by marrying a man who didn't truly love her. With a heavy heart, she made the difficult decision to end the marriage. The village was shocked when they heard the news. Omolara's family and friends tried to persuade her to stay, but she knew it was over. As she packed her bags to leave, Omolara's grandmother, Mama Adebayo, approached her. "My child, don't cry," she said. "You deserve better than a man who doesn't love you. Remember, a woman who walks away from a bad marriage is not a failure, but a warrior." Omolara wiped away her tears, knowing that Mama Adebayo was right. He took a deep breath, stood tall, and walked away from the marriage, ready to start a new chapter in her life. But as she stepped into the unknown, she felt a sense of liberation wash over her. With the support of her grandmother, Omolara moved to a new city. Determined to start afresh, she enrolled in a cooking school, pursuing a passion for cooking. The aromas of freshly baked bread and simmering sauces became her therapy, helping her heal from the wounds of her past. One day, while exploring the city, Omolara stumbled upon a quaint little cafe. She struck up a conversation with the owner, a charming and kind-hearted man named Femi. They talked for hours, sharing stories and laughter. As the days turned into weeks, Omolara found herself looking forward to her conversations with Femi. She felt a spark of attraction, but was hesitant to open her heart again. Should I take a chance on love? Omolara wondered, should I focus on building my life, or I should take a chance of love again? Omolara's conversations with Femi became a regular occurrence. They would meet at a gallery, discussing art, life, and everything in between. Omolara found herself feeling alive again. Her heart slowly opened up to the possibility of love. One day, Femi invited Omolara to his studio to see his latest project. As she walked in, Femi showed her his latest piece, a stunning portrait of Omolara. Omolara let out of a sudden breath, feeling like she was staring into her own soul. "This is me," she whispered, tears welling up in her eyes. Femi smiled, his eyes locked on hers. "I painted what I see in you," he said, "strength, beauty, and resilience." Omolara's heart skipped a beat. No one had ever seen her like that before. As they stood there, surrounded by art and emotion, Omolara knew she had to make a choice. Should she take a chance on love again, or protect her heart from potential pain? Omolara's heart raced as she looked into Femi's eyes. She saw kindness, genuine interest, and a deep connection. It was as if he saw her true self beyond the scars of her past. I would like to get to know you better, Femi said, his voice gentle. Would you like to join me for dinner tomorrow night? Omolara whispered yes. She nodded and Femi smiled, his face lighting up. The next evening, Omolara arrived at Femi's cozy apartment, feeling a mix of excitement and nerves. They shared a delicious meal, laughter, and stories. With each passing moment, Omolara felt her guard dropping, her heart opening up. As the night drew to a close, Femi walked Omolara home, his hand brushing against hers. The touch sent shivers down her spine. At her doorstep, Femi turned to her, his eyes shining with sincerity. I really like you, Omolara. I want to explore this connection between us. Omolara's eyes skipped a beat. She saw a future in his eyes, a future filled with love, art, and possibility. Just as Omolara was about to respond to Femi's heartfelt words, her phone rang. She hesitated, then pulled it out of her pocket. Her heart sank as she saw Tunde's name flashing on the screen. Tunde, her ex-husband, has been trying to reach her for weeks, but Omolara had ignored his calls and messages. She wasn't ready to forgive or forget. But now, as she stood in front of Femi, feeling a new connection, Tunde's timing seemed almost heartless. Excuse me, Omolara said to Femi, taking a deep breath. I need to answer this. Femi nodded understandingly, but Omolara could sense a flicker of concern in his eyes. Hello, Omolara said rudely, answering the call of Tunde. Tunde said, Omolara, please forgive me. In his voice, it was laced with regret. Tunde continued, I was blind and foolish. I realize now what I lost. Can we meet? I want to make things right. Omolara felt a shock of surprise, followed by a wave of anger. But wait, did Tunde really think he could just tangle back into her life? What do you think Omolara should say or do to Tunde? Do you think he should meet with her ex-husband and hear him out? Please share your thoughts. Thank you for watching and listening.